here's the, let's say it's the organic gardening, right?
Okay.
And they're going to do it over 6 months. Right? So they come to the website, and basically we drive the traffic, and however we're driving the traffic. So here's the traffic. Okay, and it's driven right into the website, and it's a static single-page website.
Gotcha.
And that is
single page, but it may be very
single page with a back end.
Okay.
Yeah, and it could be a really long single page like that weddingshape.com. But the whole site is just sales copy. I mean, it's just because we've got a great product they want to buy. We don't need to deal with any other content. So then it's the sales copy with the add to cart button at the bottom and connected into our merchant accounts and everything.
Okay, so
in this site here, we're no sign up. We're not asking them, give us your email and we'll give you a free gift or anything like that. So we're not actually list building, we're selling. And that's typically most sites are either, and I think we talked about this, right, Jane? Most sites are you're either building your list or you're selling a product. This is pure sales. So here's what we're selling. Now what were you going to ask?
Okay, when you say sales copy, so what I'm going to be reading then is in interview number 1, you'll receive 12 interviews. Interview number 1, you're going to learn how to maximize organic gardening so that you grow the biggest, juiciest, healthiest tomatoes on the block.
Yeah.
And you'll read about a paragraph or so detailing what's going to be in, or not detailing, but giving you an overview of what's going to be in interview number 1.
Exactly. And you could even, it may be, dear gardener, are you frustrated with the fact that you organic garden all year long for very little yield and your tomatoes are the size of cherries and your blah, 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 blah. Do we have a solution with you? This may be the best site you've seen all year because it's going to do this. And then you don't even have to break it down by video, but what we've done is we've gone out and talked to the six of the top experts in organic gardening in the country, and we've done exclusive interviews with them for tips and techniques, and then from those interviews we can change the copy. So let's say we talk to one that says, I've got all the best tips to deal with rainy weather, with a wet season. So one of our bullets may be how to deal with a really wet season and still get the best yield you've ever had. And then, maybe one talks about the best composting methods. And so a bullet would be, when one on an interview, you're going to learn the absolute best composting methods for building your garden, blah, blah, blah. And so that's all it says, talking to them about this is the end-all, be-all product for organic gardening. We're going to break it up because these interviews are lengthy and they have a lot of detail in them. We're going to break it up. You're going to get an interview every 2 weeks. It's going to cost you, and the one actually did it bi-weekly. She was charging, I think it was $9 every 2 weeks. I just do it monthly, but for $19.99 a month, you will get for the next 4 months 8 interviews, or even if it's 12 interviews, and so you do it, 3 times a month. And then, so what happens is they buy, or they don't. We take that risk that we lose them, because we really don't want to build list off of them, because they're either interested in buying or not. It's 50-50. I don't know. We could try to list build, but they buy. Once they buy, okay, they're sent to a thank you page, and then they'll get a thank you email from AWeber. So AWeber is activated now, and they'll get a thank you email. And that thank you email will say, congratulations, you made the best decision for creating your own gardening, living off the land, completely off grid, and not paying exorbitant fees to be poisoned by big companies, or whatever we want to say. And then keep an eye on your email, because in the next 2 weeks I'm going to give you access to the very first audio interview. Grab your notebook and your pen and blah, blah, blah. So then we've already set up the autoresponder. We set it up in the very beginning. So the autoresponder is now activated. And so they buy on the 1st. And on the 15th, boom, email number 1 comes to them. Go get your audio. And the audio is buried blind in the back end of the site. So they just go to a website, right-click, download, or press play right there on the thing. We embed it, and it's real easy to embed. So they get audio interview number 1. Then 2 more weeks.
Now you said in 2 weeks. Is that the way they recommended doing it, or should number 1 come immediately?
We could do it instantly. Actually, that's probably be better. We could
if somebody gives you money, you want to give them
instant email. Yeah. There you go. And we can even do and say from there. Now we're knowing that we're building in 8 emails there, because we're going to have 8 autoresponders. In there, let's say that we partner with a guy who's got a website that's got 40,000 members, and he's one of our interviews, and we say to him, I'll affiliate link you. So anybody that you send through your affiliate link to our website, And because we did the HPS systems and everything, it'd be really easy to set through ClickBank, really easy to set up. But anybody that clicks through his affiliate link to our website and buys, we're going to give them 75% of sales. So let's say we charge them $20 a month for what? So $80, we're basically giving away almost all of it. We're not taking a lot, but he's sending us 50,000 people. You know, hopefully he's sending us big numbers, so we're hoping on the volume. The other thing we could do is maybe there's somebody with a really big list that has a complimentary product, like they sell trowels and
Right.
watering cans and stuff. And we say, send them to everybody on your list. We'd like to have access to your list. And here's what we'll do in return. We'll place you in our autoresponder. So then their email number 3 in our autoresponder is Joe Smith and his stuff. So our first email would be the product. Thank you, welcome. Here's your first product. Then 2 weeks later, here's your second product. And then an email would come just a day or two later saying, hey, by the way, if you've already gotten started on gardening and you're looking for supplies, I highly recommend. Boom. So now we've cut a deal with this guy where we basically list swapped. He has sent information about our website to his list. In return, we've put him in our autoresponder so he can capture anybody else coming through us.
Gotcha.
Then you talked about back end the other day. So we do this. We only have them for 4 months. We know that. Now we've guaranteed income for 4 months, and we're creating good content. We've got good customer service, and we've got a great product they really like. So we're creating a raving fan out of this person. Let's say they love it. Okay. Now we have other products that we can offer them to keep them interested and loyal to our products. So that's at the end of the autoresponders, you start working on how do we create another cycle of interest out of them, and there's back end products. If you love the interviews, we've actually got a workbook and transcripts of the interviews that we can send for X dollars, and that's for the transcripts. It's that whole top-down method. Workbooks, it may be the fact that by then we've created a home study course. We've affiliate linked with a major garden company, and so we send that to them, and anything they buy, we get credit for it. But whatever there is, there's a huge back end there. Maybe by then we've built an actual membership site of all the other people who've done this, and now they're in forums talking about it and everything, and it's $3 a month to belong to the membership site so they can continue to share with each other.